Hello everyone, welcome back to Speaking Spurs with me, Kieran, talking all things Tottenham, and let's have a little talk about our next fixtures. Got a little bit of a saucy run coming up, starting with Chelsea on the 6th of November, Monday Night Football, 8 p.m. kickoff. So it's a massively important game for us against Chelsea for a number of reasons. Firstly, it's a London derby. Both teams will certainly want to win it. It tends to be a feisty fixture. There's been a lot of stake in this game for quite a few seasons now. Both of last season's encounters actually were quite feisty. And then secondly, perhaps more important to some, it's the return of Pochettino to North London. The majority of supporters were thankful for what the Argentine did during his 4.5 years as manager. And many, including myself, still fond of him as a person following his exit. However, that opinion changed for quite a lot considering he's become the head coach of Chelsea, one of our rivals, and it's sure to be a hostile return for Pochettino. I think there'll still be a lot of people that give him a little bit of a warmer reception, but it'll be interesting to see how the fans react. So with his Chelsea team, they've had a very mixed time so far. You can see they're turning a corner in terms of the way they're playing football, and they're probably a striker away from moving their way further up the table. I still don't think they're title challengers, even with a goal scorer yet. It's going to take time. Pochettino's pretty much asked for that himself. And this is why I think Chelsea were a bit stupid to get rid of Graham Potter, because you got rid of him and you've essentially brought in another manager that's a project manager that's going to ask for time. But I think because of the job he did at Tottenham and the fact that he'd been at PSG, he's probably got a bit more patience from the fans behind him. Right, then after that we go away to Wolves on Saturday the 11th of November. We'll be hoping to head into November's international break still with an unbeaten run. Liverpool, despite winning Aston Villa and Man City, have already proven how difficult it is to take points back from Molineux. The same test will certainly await us. A bit like, Crystal Palace. Hard place to go to. But after a bad start, Gary O'Neill has successfully turned the fortunes around with his sides unbeaten in the previous three. And a win over the reigning Premier League champions. And then after that, Aston Villa. Obviously, they're doing well in the Premier League. As I said, they were in the previous video. They're fifth in the Premier League. That's the Sunday, the 26th of November. And they're tough. They are tough. Luckily, this game is at home. I think a home game in the run that we're in is probably the best thing for us. It will be a real test of our Premier League credentials at the end of November with a clash against Villa. Emery guided them to European football last season. They've continued in the upward trajectory into this season with Ollie Watkins in scintillating form. And any of you that have been around for a while on this channel will know that I'm a fan of Ollie Watkins. I wanted him to come to us from Brentford when they were in the Championship. That want to be a real tough test to see where we're at. And then after that, things don't get any easier because we travel away to Manchester City. I wish that one was home because we know they don't like it at Tottenham. So in recent seasons, we've been a bit of a bogey team for Guardiola. He's still yet to taste a victory at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. However, at the Etihad is a different story. Despite our front foot style, seeing the bulk of the ball as well, it's a difficult one to see. This could be where we taste our first defeat. However, I go into it thinking we might nick one on the day. But a draw would be a very, very good result there. There's not going to be too many teams that go to the Etihad and manage even a draw. But look, after having played against a low block, in Spurs for the last few years, Guardiola will likely be overjoyed to see us come out and try to win the match. It's going to be a bit of a dogfight because it's going to be both teams going for it. Although it's certainly possible that we can take something from the game. Given our display at the end result against Arsenal earlier in the season, we've shown that we've got heart towards the end of the game, we can put ourselves in positions and get ourselves out of them now, rather than the collapse that we might have done previously. So it's going to be a real interesting one. Then after that, we are home against another London rival in West Ham. That one's Thursday, the 7th of December. Oh, it's my mum's birthday. So hopefully we win and that'll keep her happy. So yeah, the first Premier League midweek fixture for Tottenham arrives early in December with a London derby. Despite losing Declan Rice, the Hammers have taken confidence from winning last season's Europa League. They've carried that into this campaign as well. They've made a strong start. And Moyes' team, although they were comfortably beaten via Aston Villa last weekend, they're still going to pose a challenge. It's a London derby. They'll get up for it. And it's another team where, we've had some great games against them where we've absolutely spanked them off the park. But ultimately, they're a team that does frustrate us from time to time. And then if you look at some of the teams around us, so Arsenal, they've got Newcastle away. That's going to be difficult. Followed by Burnley at home. You'd expect them to win that. Brentford away. Again, could be another tough game. And then Wolves at home. I'd expect them to win that one. Man City, they're off the back of winning the Manchester derby. They have Bournemouth at home. I'd probably see them winning that. Chelsea away. Depends if Chelsea take another step up. Or are they going to be sour after losing to us? Then they've got Liverpool at home, which it'll be a difficult game for them. Liverpool are definitely playing well this season, and then obviously they've got us. And let's look at Liverpool as well. So they play Luton away, which you'd still expect them to win, even though it's an away game. Then Brentford at home, it'll be a tough game, but probably they'll get a win from that. Man City away, which I would probably expect that they will lose or draw, and then Fulham at home. And with the form that Fulham are in at the moment, you probably expect them to pick up points in that game. So look, even if we get the results I think we will in these games, or what we would hope we would get, it's still going to be tight. I can't see many of those teams dropping too many points. Like Newcastle away, I could see Arsenal draw into them. So that's 1 point. 3 at Burnley, 4. Brentford away, maybe a draw, 5. And then Wolves at home, another win, so they could be taking 8 points, possibly 10 points from that run. Man City, you'd expect 3, 4, 7. They could possibly get 10 out of that. Liverpool, I would expect 3, 6, maybe 7. They could possibly get 10 as well, but remember they've got to play Manchester City in that, so that'll affect Manchester City's points. But from ours, I would like to think that because we've got Chelsea at home, we would get a win there. That's 3 points. Wolves away, possibly a draw because they're tough, so that's 4. Villa at home, I still think we beat them. 7. Man City away, 8. West Ham at home, 11. So that would still see us top of the league. I'm probably being ambitious there, but I don't care. As Ange said, we've got a dream. So look, that's where I think we're at. So I do think by the end of this run, we're still going to be top of the league. I don't know if that's me being over ambitious, but it is what it is. I'm happy with the way the season's going so far. Let me know in the comments below what you think will happen from that run. Like, how many points do you think each of us will take from those fixtures? Scary times, but great times nonetheless. I hope everybody's enjoying the start to the season. You can just see it in the players' faces. They're spending more time over with the fans at the end of games. It was nice in the last game with Bentancur back. They pushed him to the front to let him have his moment in front of the fans. Sonny getting a bit emotional as well, with the form that we're in. Bazuma is definitely enjoying himself to the point where he's come out and said that he feels he's the best 8 in the Premier League. Bold claim, but I like the confidence, and he's playing very, very well at the moment. But defensively we look absolutely sound as well. So I'll leave that one there. Nice quick video for you just on the upcoming fixtures. So thanks for sticking around. I have been Kieran from Speaking Spurs. Hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, subscribe and comment. And as always, come on you Spurs.